I don't know what this is.
What do we got?
Somebody in the comments, please let me know what that is. That's weird. It looks like a rivet. Definitely looks like a rivet.
It does. Someone dropped something in there.
It's part of the casting, dude.
Josh, would you ever sell this thing?
What thing?
This truck, would you sell it?
Oh, what? Yeah, man. As is? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. What do you think? Look at this.
Oh, 95 hundo.
95.
Let's do this right now.
Nothing really to see here.
So with thousands of hours and thousands of dollars, restoring this 2004 Chevy Silverado Duramax, and just when I thought that everything was completely done, I got to the end, the finished product is here. The bad news bear hit me like a ton of bricks, knowing that my engine is basically done for. You see, when I drive this truck, I literally have to put the accelerator all the way to the floor just to get it going. This truck is extremely laggy, it barely gets going, and not to mention for some reason the battery's not charging. We have coolant in our engine oil, and at this point it looks like I'm gonna have to tear this thing back down, that way I can put a different engine in it. So out of desperation, I went on Facebook Marketplace and found this semi-built LB7 Duramax engine. It's already studded, it has bigger injectors in it. I paid $2,700 for this long block, not knowing exactly the history on it or if it'll even run. And me and the guys at Dirty Diamond Diesel, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to do this in one day. We're gonna do an engine swap without chipping the paint. So I'm gonna be leaving out of state to Indiana to my buddy Dylan's shop, and we're all gonna tag team this. It'd be a lot easier to do this instead of me in my shop because it's just me. So it's really cool that all four of these guys can tag team it with me. Let's just hope that I don't run into any issues. It's really a gamble not knowing exactly if this engine's gonna be good or not, but we're about to find out. So this will be a really fun video. Definitely watch till the very end and see how all of this turns out. By the way, if you guys don't know, we are running a giveaway on the website, truckmasterdiesel.com. Get yourself entered in to win a diesel lift pump for your diesel truck. This might be one of the last opportunities that you guys get because this contest ends on Saturday this week. But with all of that out of the way, let's head over there right now and get this thing started. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We just made it to the headquarters of the Dirty Diamond Diesel Performance Shop, Repair Shop in, where's it at? Newcastle, Indiana. This is the owner. Everybody knows Dylan. You guys have seen him in a couple of videos now that we've done, I think, so far.
We've done 4 or 5 probably.
Yeah.
At least.
He has a YouTube channel. Definitely swoop over there. I think you're making a video on this too.
I'm gonna do a video on it, yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get this off the trailer. We have to unload the engine as well. We're doing an engine swap. We're gonna try to knock it out as quickly as possible, but we'll see how far we can get into this video, so make sure you watch till the end. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fire it up in this video or not, but we will see. On a side note, the Denali did absolutely fantastic. I love this truck. She's a beast. No issues at all. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and unload it like I said, and we're gonna go ahead and get dirty. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah, battery's not charging, so we gotta like hurry.
Did you bring the new alternator?
You leave it, see, Richie?
I don't know, man. He's got my channel on. That's awesome. It's actually the last video that I posted on this truck right here, and this is why it's here, because we're swapping an engine. But yeah, if you haven't checked that video out, definitely do that. This is cool, man. Look at this setup. Hang on, who's the rich guy that owns this toolbox?
Well, I mean, you can own any toolbox if you make payments on it, right?
That's true. We have the engine in here, and we didn't drop it. I wasn't expecting that to happen. The alternator, of course, you guys saw that in the last video. We have ARP bolts for the flex plate. We have the RDS turbos. This is a 64mm turbo. Molly gasket kit. We have all the engine oil. Of course, we can't forget the Sunkist. Sunkist, what do you think?
I think it looks like Dexcool to me.
I do want to run some Hot Shot Secret in the engine oil as well, but let's see what happens. Oh yeah, we got to saran wrap it, of course. Oh, this paint job, man. We don't want to mess this up.
Yeah, I really wanted to pull the cab. He's like, we're not pulling the cab.
Yeah,
okay.
we can't. We have everything perfectly lined. We're going to put the hood in the service position, and hopefully we don't smack the hood with the when we're trying to pick it up, but
that's not going to happen.
Kind of is what it is. I need a shroud up there anyways. But yeah, All these brand new clean parts up here are gonna be transferred right over to here. And that's what we're gonna be doing as well. So it's gonna be a lot of work. Me and another guy are probably gonna knock that out while they're doing the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna time lapse this just to skip to the drama of getting all this knocked out, and we'll go from there. How many engine swaps do you do with the cab on?
None.
Well, we are here. This is where we're at right now. I have the transmission kind of hung on, of course, the dowels and then 2 bolts. All I gotta do is zip them out, and that's it. Everything else is free. And oh, and one more thing I wanted to point out. I didn't notice this, but here, actually, we can just pull this right off. I'm not gonna use the fluid damper, and the reason for that is because the crank is keyed, and that's awesome. But the guy that keyed it, he actually like made his own key. So he kind of made like a homemade thing, but I don't want to mess with it because the crank's already been keyed. And if I try to put that fluid damper on there, I'd rather have this set up than a fluid damper, to be honest with you, because these things spin all the time.
Yeah, I mean, generally they would just, a machine shop would put a keyway in where the original dowel is, because that dowel is what breaks on these. But kind of do it yourself, he lined it up on the factory dowel and then drilled his own hole. I don't know how he was able to do that, but he did, and it's working, and it's not going to ever break. So that's better theoretically than,
Yeah.
because unfortunately we can't with that crank snout. We can't put unless you were to take it to a machine shop and have them cut that part of the crank.
It's pointless. It's kind of a sad situation because this what is this $700 fluid damper? I mean, it's really nice. It's going to maintain the harmonics. It cuts down on the vibration. There's a lot of benefits to these things, and I love them. But
Funniest comment.
what's that?
Funniest comment gets it shipped to their door.
Oh yeah. So one thing I didn't mention in the last video is this engine is studded. That was another big seller there for me. We did look at the high pressure side of all the injectors, and they look great. I mean, you can clearly tell that this thing was, in fact, his story does check out, but we won't know until we fire her up. Let's get her pulled. I don't know how much time we're gonna have left in the day to knock this out, but we're cruising right along. It's gonna take, I would say the longest process at this point is just tearing this engine down, everything top end, should I say, and getting it switched over to this. All the new parts, most of the stuff on here is new, guys. A lot of these parts are brand new. So all that stuff's gonna be just transferred right over to there. The flex plate is gonna be another issue. This engine stand should hold it, but I mean, we're, I think, at 250 foot-pounds.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, usually got to heat them and use the impact gun to get them off.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, but
Yeah.
we're gonna make it happen.
How's it?
I got it.
You got the motor good. Yeah, there it goes. It's seized. Oh. You have to do a thumbnail and Photoshop a Cummins in there.
Yeah?
Come and swap with mine.
All right, we're gonna come and swap it. You heard it, guys.
There she is.
Nice. Man, it'd be nice to just slide a triple disc torque converter in that thing right now. And then really blow those clutches, or fry those clutches. Yeah, I don't have one. It's all right, though. That'll be another time. Luckily, the trans isn't as aggressive as trying to pull an engine.
I wish I had something to drink.
What is that?
Oh. Sponsored by Sunkist sponsor us, seriously. Dude, how cool would that be?
If Sunkist sponsored us, I'd be rich.
Do a full wrap on it. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, that's a little too much.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Thank you for our new Sunkist sponsor, orange flavor. And that $2.5 million.
I didn't film this, but we did pull the drain plug on this. We're going to swap the pan for the PPE engine oil pan that we have here. I don't think coolant got in the engine oil, but we're going to find out right now. Should be really clean oil, though. This truck's got like 50 miles on it,
Catch it
or the engine.
I don't know where it's going to go.
Looks like engine oil went, whoa, hang on. Let's see here.
That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Normal.
Oh,
We
yeah.
could cut the filter open if you want to see it.
You just want to cut a filter open.
I do. I got a new filter cutter.
Look at this giant thing.
Yeah. Can you believe we got that engine out with that on there?
Yeah, I just realized that.
I didn't want to pull it because make a mess.
Right? Yeah. Talk about high capacity. We have this deep engine oil pan, and we have this giant PPE oil filter. These things are awesome. This is like the equivalent of 2 engine oil changes in one.
Yeah, literally.
So your intervals of it being only like what, 10, 15,000, you could probably stretch it out
Yeah,
to like
especially
20.
if you're running Schaefer's.
Is this a commercial about Schaefer's?
Yeah.
All right, do
This
your
video
commercial.
is sponsored by Schaefer's.
I wish. All right, so it's not leaking, but it's leaking internal. These seals right here in the inside, these gaskets will fail eventually. I hate to say it like that, but it's very common for these to fail. So that's why I'm glad I went with the Banks oil cooler. Look at this thing. This thing's massive too. Have you done an oil cooler yet on a Duramax with the cab
Yeah,
on?
I can do it with the cab on. Yeah.
It's not fun, is it?
I haven't done one of these. I didn't know about this until you posted the video. But Bank sent you one of these, but
Yeah.
they're it's a tight. It sucks to do them, especially like this bolt in the cab. But
Yeah, he's not kidding,
It
man.
could
The
be
struggle's
done.
real. Trying to get back here.
yeah, it's a big job, and I've always seen where they'll blow the O-ring, the flat face O-ring right here. It'll blow it out the side. The last two I've done, it leaks right here where it goes to the adapter housing.
Well, keep an eye on that, guys. If you own a Duramax, if you have an 01 to a 16, I would highly recommend you get under there. Just check it out. Just visually look at it.
Yeah.
So, oh, and another thing I didn't mention, this actually came from a 2024 Duramax. So, we got the massive size oil cooler. This will be interesting.
All the towing. Oil
All the
temps.
towing. Yeah, this thing's going to be a huge tow pig knot.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, my God. Somebody in the comments, please let me know what that is. That's weird. It looks like a rivet. Definitely looks like a rivet.
It does. Someone dropped something in there at some point.
Part of the casting, dude.
Josh, would you ever sell this thing?
What thing?
This truck, would you sell it?
Oh, what? Yeah, man. When he talks, I'd probably. Like, why you want to buy it?
I don't know. I mean, the price is right. Everything's
Dude, I would sell this truck right now for 60 grand.
60,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You better be careful. Someone's gonna buy it for that. But what about as is right now?
As is? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. What do you think? Look at this.
Oh. 95 hundo.
95.
Let's do this right now.
That's a thumb.
Yeah? Yeah? No.
That's it.
What are you doing?
Well, since the whole keyway thing, figured I could help you out.
Flow flood damper.
Good now. Put a smiley face on there.
Oh yeah, we're doing torque to yield. Perfect.
Yeah, we got the ARP bolt though, so it'll be fine. It's pretty much the same thing.
All right.
Okay.
Matco guys here. What do you got?
All right. Well, right now we've got anybody that gets approved for Matco credit on a 2.4 or 6S toolbox gets 9.99%, and this is the last week for it.
I think you just need to take the decimal point out.
Yeah.
Right there?
Inflation, man.
Yeah.
999%. So if you're within listening or viewing of my voice, it's a spectacle. Come on my truck and see what we have.
All right. Love it. Thanks.
There you go. Knock 500 off my toolbox for that free ad.
Free ad. Okay, so we're at the point right now where we're just swapping parts that you guys saw there. We did get the fluid damper. We haven't even tightened the fluid damper on yet.
No, not yet.
Anyways, yeah, so this is kind of where we're at. We were able to strip all the fuel lines off. I kind of wanted to reuse the fuel lines that were on there, but I don't trust them just because the setup that he had, he actually didn't run the Fickum. That was kind of interesting. There's a reason for it, but I'd rather run the Fickum. Not to mention this, I need to start working on too, putting the drain tube on it. We're moving right along.
It's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, think we can knock it out? I don't think we're gonna be able to figure it.
Depends how late we stay up.
This is gonna be tough. Still for sale, guys. I don't know, guys, people are broke these days. I just go to Harbor Freight.
So let's go on here for the air conditioning.
Oh yeah. Open her up. Ooh. It's like an ice cream truck. Oh, it's the ice cream truck.
I got so much stuff on here you can barely get in. We got Pack Out Mountain going on.
What are you doing?
I'm not buying nothing.
I'm just looking.
You need a chainsaw?
No, I need one of these. I gotta, yeah, I gotta trim my bushes.
Or if you need to pump a well out, you never know.
Yeah, you got to pump a well out,
Stick
man.
transfer pump. That's
Everybody
actually
needs
kinda
that.
cool.
So we don't need to time lapse this. This is real time, guys. There's 4 of us on this truck right now. We are just piecing it out.
It's like NASCAR.
It's like NASCAR pit stop.
We're all using hand wrappings.
Yeah. Why are they all using hand tools?
Which one seems to be like this truck fastest?
I was gonna put the HSP thermostat housing on, but I forgot the bolt kit at home, so I guess I'll just do it later. But we're moving along. We're almost done.
That'd be pretty cool.
Really not much left other than putting the front accessory brackets on and making sure we use the correct foot pounds when we put things together. Right?
Exactly.
Here at Dirty Diamond Diesel, we have the cleanest engine building facility in the country, hands down. Nothing really to see here. All right, so we're kind of in a pickle right now. Kind of sucks. I didn't know this, but apparently the guy that put this together put helicoils, as you can tell. So like, what, every third bolt's going to be different now?
Yeah.
We're kind of, this is our hang up right now.
Yeah, it sucks because like this is a specialty nut for the dipstick right here, and a 10 mil bolt won't work in it. It's been tapped to a 12 by 175 is what we believe, or helicoil installed. So it's like every other one, which really sucks.
But yeah, I'm not going to bore you to death with that, but that's the issue we're having. We're probably going to be another 2 hours yet until we can finally get this thing slammed in. And I think it's like 8 p.m. already. So I don't think we're going to be able to get this thing fired up today.
Yeah, it got a little late on us.
We are in the process of hooking up the cherry picker to the engine stand. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm just going to highlight this, just in case you didn't know. If you remove an engine off of an engine stand, that's the proper way to do it. You slide it in from the side. I don't know if some of you guys maybe remove a leg. That's kind of sketch. Just to get it, you know, because some people will go from the front, but that boom won't reach. It's too, you know, you don't have enough reach to get over that engine. But just so you guys know, little pro tip, I guess. And definitely not recommended, but this is how we do it. This is how I do it. I just go right to the head. These are actually the transmission bolts. Yeah, so the back right here, this is the passenger side right there. And then right here in the front. Sometimes if I have the accessory bracket on, actually let me show you, right to the head, like that. A couple screwdrivers to hold it so it's not swaying around. But I'll run it to the accessory bracket. Sometimes I'll even remove 1, 2 right off the AC compressor and use those bolts.
My patent pin.
Voila.
Duramax engine mount.
All right, Taco Bell time. What you doing?
Just doing some house shopping, thinking about buying a new house.
On Amazon?
Yeah, how crazy is that? You can order a house.
You can buy a house on Amazon?
$36,000. It'll be here in 4 days.
No
Like,
way.
today is August 1st. It'll be there.
Dude, what? Like, can you finance that?
Yeah, look, $3,000 a month, 12 months, 0% interest.
You can have your own home.
It's 14% off right now. Or you
How does
get
that even happen? Like, did they just like ship? Like, obviously you have to build it.
Dude, I don't know. They have all kinds of different. I just typed in house.
That's hilarious. Dude, I could sell one of my Duramaxes and buy like 3 of these and just rent them out.
You could just put them out back.
So, what time is it?
11 o'clock.
It's 11. It's 11 right now. 11 p.m. I got up at 3 a.m. to drive up here. It took me about 4 hours. These guys are beat.
4 now.
One guy already took off. I don't blame him. This is where we're at. I know it doesn't look like much, but it is a lot, guys. We already have the torque converter bolts in. We have the starter in. We got pretty much everything in. We just have to put the core support on and hammer this out. But it's going to take us some time. Let's be real. And honestly, I'm dead, dude.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna put us farther ahead tomorrow if we stop right now and
We got about 14 hours in this already.
get some sleep. Yeah, I mean, like pulling the motor and putting the new motor in doesn't take long. It's transferring all the parts from the long block. That's what kills your time.
Yeah.
And everything's aftermarket, so it's a little different than just hanging stock parts. But it looks good and everything went together good, and you're not gonna have to mess with it. So.
Yeah, and we don't even know. I mean, I kind of semi know the history of this, but I've never heard
It's
it
a
run.
slight gamble, but
Yeah, you got some dice? That's the other.
I think it'll be good. It seemed like it was put together pretty good.
Yeah, I think so
Some of the
too.
little touches like with on the harmonic balancer, they knew to address that.
Yeah, and that right there.
The
Ooh.
fluid
damper. This looks
That
sweet.
bell housing though, that slowed us down a lot. All those bell housing bolts had helicoils in them, and we didn't have any
remember
bolts
the
in stock.
store
Yeah,
late
Mason.
night.
Shout out Mason. Ran to Rule King right before they closed. Or no, yeah, he got them at Rule King. Had to get some 14 or 12 mil by 1.5.
So we have a hodgepodge
bolts.
of like 15, 12 all around. It's just crazy. We
Yeah,
got
they're all tied. I mean, it has all the bell housing bolts, but they're just all. There's 2 different size threads because they had the helicoil in them. I don't know why. But
yeah. And then also kind of interesting when we were turning the I didn't get it on camera, guys, but when we were removing the converter bolts, we were turning the harmonic balancer. Some internals binding up in there.
possibly, perhaps. Perhaps.
Push rods. I wonder if these push rods are bent. I wonder if one of these push rods is bent. Is there any that are loose right now? That's the question. Are any of these bent? Is that what's been robbing our power?
That's tight.
Yeah, that's way tighter than the other engine. Way tighter. I mean, this engine's got 400,000 miles on it. Something's going on. All right, so I got to close the video out. I don't know what to say, man. This is a long day. Watch the next one. Hate to do that to you, but we're out of gas. We're tired. And if we stay up all night, yeah, we'll probably be able to get her fired up, but we'll be up until about
Yeah,
4
then,
a.m. And then something's going to leak, and then we're just going to hate life. And then I'm loaded up on the trailer, boys. I'm going back to Michigan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We'll get some sleep. We'll start back early in the morning, and then we'll get it all wrapped up.
Hopefully.
Back test cooling system and everything. Make
We'll
sure
see.
everything's good.
We don't know if the thing will even. I don't want to put that out. Sorry. Hey, real talk here. If you guys are interested in any diesel work, definitely check out Dirty Diamond Diesel. You guys are freaking awesome. I really appreciate your support, allowing me to bring this truck here and your team to work on it. This is huge, man. You know, this
We
would.
appreciate the opportunity to get to work on it. This truck is absolutely beautiful. The paint job on it is unreal. I told him this is your magazine truck.
You think so?
Yeah, this is
Diesel World. You guys hear that?
Man, you got to do an art. This thing is unreal. Just especially with what it started with, it's unreal. No one in their right mind would ever do that to a truck.
No.
It can be done, you know.
Yeah.
The dream can be done.
It can be done. It
this
takes
could-
an army to do it, though.
It does. It's a lot to bring these trucks to this shape.
It's not like just let me just throw some cool flashy wheels on it and put a lift kit on it. No, this was a lot of work and a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of headache, and we're not out of the woods yet, y'all. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the channel as always. Hit that like button for me if you. I can't even like outro this. I'm so tired. And subscribe. Also, before I close out, head to my website truckmasterdiesel.com. Get entered in to win a lift pump because time is almost out and products are pretty much limited. So get on there, get entered in, get something, get a sticker. It doesn't really matter, but one person is going to win. One lucky person is going to win a lift pump, and I am super excited to announce that. But we'll see you on the next one.
Stay tuned.
All right, go ahead. Did it shut it off? Please don't tell me it's a freeze plug. Oh, no.